Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel, Bleulotus.Gardens. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Blue Phoenix. I own Bleulotus.Gardens, and on this channel I share with you updates behind the scenes of like what I do for my plant shop, and then also what I know from my found knowledge on sharing that on this throughout videos and stuff like that. In this video, I just kind of like have a refresh of my studio, and so I wanted to do a little bit with you all as well. We'll be repotting some plants, and then also there's a small terrarium that we're going to redo as well, so that way it's going to be a Hoya Terrarium where I'm going to be housing some of my Hoyas that I need to grow. So they're going to be like the smaller type Hoyas, so we'll be placing those in there, and then giving you a small tour of how the studio is right now. I have a little hen of ours that is laying on eggs right now, so we'll be sharing updates throughout our social media page. And I also want to just thank you all so much for all the support that you've been giving throughout all our various platforms and website. We have our merch. Everybody's been really supportive on that. Definitely check that out and sign up for the newsletters for whenever there's going to be like new offers and deals for plants as well. So thank you so much for staying with me on this long intro. Let's get on to the video. Alright, we are now in my studio. I'm going to show you all so this is the terrarium that I currently have. As you see, it's a little bit like unmaintenance really, because it doesn't have like kind of theme to it. It just have like little props. So I'm just going to take them all out and then replace them with a couple Hoyas that I have over here. Okay, so I have the silver mint coin over here. Hoya NS, I forgot the name. NS something. I'll put it on the screen for y'all. This one's really cute. This is Laconosa species Jawa Barrett. So definitely a really cool Hoya to add onto there. Hoya Obscura. I believe this one's Obscura. I forgot. I'm gonna add the Calistophylla in there anyways. And I'm also going to add the Decidia. I think it's really cute. I like it. So these are really like, it's gonna be easier for me to like grow them in there because they'll be under grow light, and then also I could just like propagate and then place them in like their own little container and then grow them out like that. So that way they all like receive the good amount of care, and I'll just build it like that, and it'll be really cool kind of like seeing it like filled into a little Hoya terrarium. So, and as you see behind me, it's like a little bit easier now. I have like my exo, over here I have like other plants that I like, larger plants, and then these are more like higher humidity plants. These are plants that I need to like take care of, and then I have also my begonia terrariums over here. So it's a little bit easier for me to like care for them like that, and then like the shop, and then like some Hoyas. So, and then behind me I have also a new tank that I'm going to be adding, and I think that one's going to be like for anthuriums or just like anything that needs a little bit more high humidity. So I'll be probably doing that, or just like making to an area for like Hoyas to be in also. So I thought it'd be easier because it's like an easier process for me to like propagate them from there onto like their own little containers. Then also have a little repot, and then I am a little propagation that I need to do, and then I'm going to be trying this one out. This is a sample that a friend of mine received at our shop, and it's a soil conditioner, And so I'm going to be using that for some of the anthurium, the ficus, and then also my maranta as well. So I'll have them under like grow lights, obviously, but I'm gonna also see their progress and see how it does, and just understand like what a soil conditioner does and the new growth that if there's any like new growth that emerges from it, or like what's the new conditions that will happen. I also have some begonias that I need to repot. I received this begonia erythia. You see here, it's the beefsteak begonia. You repot it and then also take a little cutting, and then what I'm gonna do is water propagate them, because that's how it's easier for me, and then just start propagating. I have a section over here. I'll do like a little demonstration for y'all, but it's over here behind me, and under there it's where the water propagations and like hydroponic system hydroponic plants are. And this one as well. It's a begonia Don Miller. I thought it'd be really cool. And then this is the propagation that we're going to be taking from. This is the Hoya. This is the philodendron serpens, and I've been waiting to propagate it just to see what to do with it. But I have it in my grow tent, and I feel like it's ready. There's like new growth that's been emerging from it, so that means it's for me that it's I can start like cutting from over here, and then taking propagations and making new plants from that, and then just kind of like rehabbing the plant, and then that way it makes like a brand new plant out of the whole thing, because it's like a little bit like wonky. It's also called restarting a plant, so if you kind of like know and have experience with it, you can kind of do it, but it takes a little bit sometimes with some plants. So if you have patience and knowledge, definitely go for it. So that's what I think. Okay, I have a tote underneath my desk over here, so I think that would help out. Repotting this, just gotta take everything out. I have a section in my greenhouse outside I can just place it in. So, taking all of this out. And this one still has like pretty good drainage underneath. I think it just needs a little like soil refresh. So, we're just gonna do that. So I usually use foxglide soil, and the reason why I use like fox farm soil is because it already has like all the nutrients in it. So so much better. Now we have to put in the hoyas. First, I'm gonna put in the Dischidia. This one's really cute. This is the Dischidia watermelon. I received this from one of the group admins that I help like moderate for. So, that's so cool. Next is Hoya lacunosa Jawa. Oh, this one's a silver mint. definitely like leaving their tags like really close nearby to see. Looks really good. I like it. Next, I'm gonna place this Callista Phyla in here. I really like this one, and I'm hoping. Just do that. A little bit easier. One more. Oops. There we go. I'm so glad for the studio. So I can like get the area dirty, clean this up, and then I'll just, it's so much easier. Okay. Alright, so I even got a cutting out of it. How cool is that? And this is how it looks. I think it looks so good. So I'm really excited. I'll place it over there. Next, we have to repot this one. So it's a propagation from this leaf right here. As you see, it regrew itself from over here. And then next, what I'm going to be doing is taking a cutting from here again and growing another plant, because the way this is possible, because begonias are asexual, so they reproduce from a section where their vein is cut and exposed, so it reproduces itself again from that point on. Ain't that something? If you can see, but that's like the stem of the leaf, and then all that new growth emerging from the middle of it. I think that's pretty cool. Try not to stress the plant out too much, you know? This one is different, also is a different variant of the begonia style. So that one is a rhizomatous type of begonia, and then this one's a cane type of begonia. I think that's really cool. But they have two types, or two? There probably is more. From what I know is there's two. The propagation method from this is also leaf cuttings, but you can also do stem cutting. But I'm hoping this one like grows because it's a little crispy, so it might not. Kind of neglected that one. These are really like handy in propagating, so we'll just like, oops, there. Since this one broke, we're just going to use this one over here. There we go. Alright. So here we go. I think that looks pretty cool. So you have another one of those. Propagate this one over here. Ideally, I could just like place them in the water. In the soil, and they'll regrow themselves like brand new. I could just do that. So, the way I do it by soil is like I place it under light. And so what that does, it like stretches the plant out, so that way it like sends off roots faster, in my opinion. So that's just what I've seen, kind of like grow a bit faster from other ones. Okay, and then to like restart this plant, I'm basically gonna go all the way down to over here. Make sure there's new growth from where I think there is. So you can tell under the sheaths because that's where the nodes are. So if you find like new growth underneath there, then that's where the plant will come from. And so I did that because there's like new growth emerging from this end and then onwards. So, and then over here, what I'm gonna do is callus that up by adding sulfur on top of this like fresh wound of the plant. It will allow it to callus and also help a little bit with like pest control. So a little twofer there. But I would not recommend planting the whole thing like this. We're just going to cut it now. So what I'm gonna do is, this also helps whenever you like grow it out a little bit more with like knowing which end the new growth is going to emerge. I think especially with all the projects that I have going on, I was just like, okay, well, I'll just wait. So let's get it all there. More. So that's how I do it. I add sulfur to the fresh wounds, so that way it just helps with callusing. And as you see, you'll just like, you want to give it enough room each end, so that way like, in case there is any issues with rotting, it gives it a good amount of light to not rot and save for propagation. I think that's really important. It helped me out a lot, so I thought it's something that people should know, so that way you like also save your prop. I do now is set it overnight and then allow it to callus, and then then we're going to place it in a little container full of perlites, and then allow them to grow in there. And I'll put them under a perlite, and then that way it's just like a little prop box that I have for some propagations like this. It'll be easier for me that way. So it's like I have now sections where certain propagations work for certain things easier in my methods. So I have those like routine methods now set up like for me. I think it's working. We'll see this year. So new system. So you can check out the website, and then also sign up for the newsletters. On there, there's going to be when I'll announce like flash sales or deals that we're having on our merchandise or plants. So next, soil conditioner. So it's probably gonna smell a little bit. Let me see. Doesn't smell bad as I thought it was going to. So this is the Ficus Terrariana, and what you do, you just want to like place it like that, and then we're going to do it also to the. So this is the black band Moreira. Definitely a Moreira I think people should look into and get. This is my anthurium veitchii. I had to let it dry out a little too much, so I got some crispy edges. But what I'm gonna do now is just cut them. Especially this section over here. These are like my no drainage plants, and what they do is they have like they're growing in no drainage. They're for more aesthetic purposes. I just really like the way they look. And this is the Ficus Terrarium. It has the leca at the bottom, and then soil on top, as well as the veitchii. Alright everyone, thank you so much for watching my video and joining me on this refresh for my Hoya Terrarium, and then also a little bit of repotting and exploring this new soil conditioner. So I'll definitely like share updates as I see for this, and then eventually I'll be taking cuttings also of the Ficus Terrarium. I think it's really pretty, and so I kind of don't want to. I like how it's growing, and it's just like something really nice. And it just looked really green at first and kind of like pink. So I gave it a lot of light, and it did the nice like white on green on there. Well, thank you all so much for joining me on these little chores. I hope you all have a great day. Take care everybody. Bye everyone.